You can.
You just told me that you would not use my correct name. Fuck. You can't do this. You can't fucking call me by my wrong name.
What is your name?
Mr. Wood.
That's what it says on your driver's license?
Yes, it fucking is.
What's your first name?
I don't go by my first name. The cruel people that bought me renamed me. I don't let people call me by my first name. It's Mr. Wood if you don't like it.
Relax. We will use whatever name you want.
No, she just told me she was not.
We will use whatever name you want.
But that's not what she just said.
But when we fill out paperwork, it still has to be filled out with the given name that you were given. But we will call you any name you want.
My actual name is Mr. Wood.
Okay. And your insurance is under what?
Mr. Wood.
Okay. What's the first name it's under?
Colton.
And see, we have to go by the insurance card for the paperwork. But when you're here, we can talk to you with whatever name you want.
She said she had to call me by my first name.
No.
You just needed to know your
Who's
name.
she?
That's Stephanie.
Stephanie. All she needs to do is have your names for the paperwork.
I filled out the paperwork correctly.
And it has to be under the insurance name. That's all. And then you.
She was talking about referring to me and said it has to be my first name.
No.
Which is rude for someone unfamiliar with you. Technically, according to societal rules, that's just rude to begin with. But with me in particular.
And sometimes it will slip. Like when we go from one team to the
There's no
next.
flipping. She made you absolutely refuse.
Okay, I'm telling you, I'm sorry.
Do you have cameras?
I'm sorry about that mistake. But we can fix it. But I'm letting you know that sometimes people slip. And they will call you the other name because your given on the insurance card name will be in the paperwork. It has to be. Okay, so now what are you here for?
I don't have access to psych meds right now.
Okay, we help you with that. Now, I think you've got enough
I was given
time.
your contact information
And I
by
think we
the
have-
hospital.
And I think we have time to see you today. I have to double check. Okay, let me check, all right? Hold on.
You can't wait in here though.
Hold on.
Your friends inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't wait for them to hear though.
I fucking lagged and hit the cancel button and turned it off. If I had gotten it on in time, it would have caught the disrespect. But no, she said, well, we're not going to call you by your last name. We're going to call you by your first name. I'm like, no, you're not. The fuck you is. And the insurance, that was an excuse. She clearly told me she was not going to refer. You heard her, right? She said she was not going to refer to me like that.
Well, she just needed your whole name for the paperwork. That's it. We have people that are born men that want to be women and they want to be called by the women name. We'll call them whatever they want. They just need that.
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about my legal name is Mr. Wood.
Yeah, we're saying.
And there's a price to pay for that. And whatever that is, I paid it.
Just so you know, the slave, they changed the last name, not the first name. The slave's the last, trust me, I know.
No, they changed all the names. They changed all the names. And my last name was changed too. My identity was erased. There's 2 states in this nation that do closed record adoptions, Kentucky and West Virginia. I was bought in Kentucky, and that's where my trail is. I'm having trouble getting real ID because I can't prove I was born here. And the people that raised me treated me like a second-class citizen.
Well, you're in the right place. You just need to work with the people here.
You heard that? She got a problem with my name. She doesn't like it because it's a racial epithet. But
well, what was the problem was because you said nigger name. That was the problem.
The 5th time I had to explain it.
Yeah. That's what.
And there's a lot more. Have you ever read Roots?
Roots?
Have you ever read it?
Feels like I'm living it.
You know what Kunta Kinte warned his sons about?
Yeah.
Okay, I checked with my team. Okay, and you have to be. I understand that we have some rules about cussing and stuff and being gentle about our words. But I also know that right now we're having another triage problem, so it's suggested that you come back in a couple hours and then we'll take care of you. Okay, because
Well, like a couple hours, an appointment, or like?
Yeah, no, we'll have you come in. You can come back in a couple, where do you live? What city?
Hemet.
Hemet? Okay, so.
That's not feasible to drive 30 minutes it took to get here.
Right, that's what, I know, I understand.
Well, a couple of hours. It's 1 o'clock, right? Something.
Yeah, so, because the doctors in meetings and stuff were having issues on top of everything else. So that was what was suggested to me. Now, the other option is to
give me a
come
time
later.
frame?
Yeah, like 3:30.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What was the others?
And then the other option is to come even later if you want and spend the night and be one of the first people in the morning.
Spend the night.
That's
What?
just an option. You don't have to do it. You asked what the other option was. That's just the other option.
There's no way we can get doctor just to look at us real quick. All I need is my psych meds.
Even if you came even if I had you in there already, it'd still be 4 hours before you got seen. Our process is 3 to 5 hours. It doesn't matter when you come. Our process is 3 to 5 hours.
Really?
Yes. Because you have to see the clinician, you have to see the peer, you have to see the nurse, and then you see the provider.
Okay. And we can't get that all started in the meantime?
That's what you were doing with her. You were getting it started with the paperwork. That's how it gets started. That's how it gets started.
Yeah, but I have a feeling she's just causing a fuss now.
She's gonna be gone.
And that's what you're doing. You're fucking putting me out until she's gone because she can't do her job
That's
right.
That's not why. She's gone because of other reasons.
Look, I got things to do, and it's sad that I have to do this for meds anyway.
I agree.
But,
I've had to do it too. I agree.
But 3 to 5 hours.
It's always
If we
that.
started right now, I could wedge that in, but we can't start 5 hours at 4 o'clock.
Right, and even then, trying to get you in for the doctor is tough.
Oh, and that's another thing. They told me, I called yesterday to see, they said get here daytime hours because the doctor would leave. And
yeah, they
after
do.
this-
Because what happens is, like right now, there's 8 people before you, and so we need to get them done before the doctor leaves at 7.
Oh, the doctor leaves at 7.
Right, but there's 8 people ahead of you. If I were, I've had to go through this. I have.
But if the doctor isn't the part we're waiting on, why can't she start the paperwork now?
Right now, because of what happened with the stress level, and
I
because
knew
of-
it. It's
and
because of her,
no,
disrespecting me.
No, well, as I understand it, there was mutual disrespect.
No, there's no disrespect. She refused to use my correct name. She doesn't like it.
Okay.
Why did she get an opinion about my name?
But you also were cussing.
No, I say she's insisting on using my nigger name.
That's why, right
Yeah.
there.
So what?
You can't-
She's insisting on using it.
Okay, but we are very cautious about the words we use.
Because,
we
but
don't
not
use
people's
it.
names. You can you can say fuck your ID. We'll call you what you want.
No, you could say, please use my given name or.
I did the first 4 times.
Or my chosen name.
And please no touch.
Oh,
You've
sorry.
done that 3 or 4
Okay,
times. I don't
sorry.
touch.
Sorry. Or my chosen name.
Not
You don't have
chosen
to-
name.
you
My
don't-
legal name.
Right. You don't have to use the N word that triggered other people. That's what we're dealing with right now. Is other people got triggered.
Oh, so other people are triggered, so I can't get health care after she fucking.
You're gonna have to wait till everybody settles down.
So everybody settles
When you do
down.
your paperwork, one of the things we make you sign is an anti-hate, anti-violence policy.
No, she's calling me by my nigger name. She's
You can't
disrespecting
use those
me.
words. You can't do that.
You can say your chosen name, don't
It's
use
not
it.
my chosen name. The people that bought me renamed me like a dog.
I get you, but you can say, please use my chosen name and not my other name.
How many
You
times
can
do I have to
say
do that?
screen name, but you can't say that here. You should be saying that anywhere.
She shouldn't be saying I won't call you by your right name.
She never said that.
Yes, you did. Y'all are just
He
lying.
signed out, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, he signed out. He's done. He's done.
I said, what are you doing?
Sir, you gotta go out.
You need to be working on this stuff.
You gotta wait for him outside. If you're gonna wait for him.
No, it is discrimination to fucking target me like this. To say I can't get services because she's got a fucking problem.
I'm gonna go get you my supervisor.
Yeah, get the supervisor. I don't know. I didn't fucking. This is where they send you when you go to the hospital.
And
This
we're
is.
going to help you.
Go ahead and do
We're
your
going to help you.
Okay. So
Jerry, this, and this.
I want to talk with you.
Mr. Wood.
Thank you.
Oh, I want something to say to him. More about this nigga name shit. What did Kunta Kinte warn his children about? If the white man would get you, they would mess up your futu, your penis. They would cut it. You know what they did to me? They ruined me in the fucking cradle. They fucking carved me up to their weak little impotent god. They made sure that I would never have a family, that I'd be isolated my entire life. And they worked me and they beat me. And then they disowned me.
Then they changed their name, did everything.
Yeah. I don't know who I am. Now, I did do a DNA test in recent history, and I found some vague information, but I was like 37 when I did the DNA test, and I found who my birth mother was, but she dead, so that's that. And this was just recent. And they treated me like shit. The dude that called himself my brother, they called, not officially adopted, but called him mom and dad. He said I'm a dirty Mexican and that's why I can't get my papers right. Reality is, I was 2 when I was adopted, so I don't really remember. And there's modifications to my birth certificate, and I went to get real ID, and the DMV tripped on me hardcore. And it happened for a long period of time, but I went and got a fresh birth certificate, fresh out the mail to me, and it wouldn't take that. They're like, this has been modified. I'm like, I can't help that. That is the final. And I had to browbeat them at the DMV just to get a real ID, and then I lost it. It was on one ID, and I got another ID since then, and they took it back, probably because of that shit. And I don't have answers at that point. I do know that I'm not who I say I am, but I don't know much more than that. You heard it, I was clear. Name's Mr. Wood. What are you talking about? Happens to be easy to spell, too.
That it is. W-O-O-D, ain't it?
Yep. No S on it either. A lot of people add, apparently the S version's more common.
Yeah, I knew it David Woods growing up. It's the only Wood I knew.
Yeah, it's awkward in jail and shit, because in jail they got rules and stuff, and with one exception, they did change my name one time out of all the times I've been to jail. But every other time, they call you by your last name. So it's Woods the Bubble, and all that. Like, that was in 2010 under Baca up in LA too, and they got rid of Baca for like changing names ain't cool, and it's just one of many things he did. But that was the same thing. They said we ain't calling you that. That's my fucking name. What do you mean? But only one. That's like 1% of the time. But people trip on it in jail all the time. Like, what, they really call you? Yeah, that's. Yep. I can't believe what they're trying to do. I got shit to do today. And I knew I was going to be here a minute, but I got something to do a bit after 5. I was like, dude, I got 3 or 4 hours. This be fine. I'll be fine. But now that's not going to work out. The state's the one that butchered me too. When I talked to the people that were aware of my mother and stuff, they said that she was in a psych ward and they took me as soon as I was born. And by the time I was bought, I was wrong. But that also means I'm in Kentucky with the religious upbringing and stuff. There was no education or information. You know, the statute of limitations on a fucked up circumcision run 2 years from your 18th birthday, no matter what. So in college, I learned about it, learned what it was called, learned what was going on, but not before. It was too late. Always fucking something. It's just coincidental. I'm dead serious. You know, never a question. Did you read Roots? Or
Roots?
You said you felt like you're living it.
Yeah, I felt like it, but no, I just saw the movie, both movies though.
I've never seen the movie, but I read the book.
Series, well, the series, and then they made movies after.
Yeah.
They made a newer movie.
I have a bag in back I need to collect.
Back when I was.
Can you sign out? What's your name?
I'm Captain.
Oh, do they know about your bag? Cause I don't know what your bag is. Did they know about your bag?
Yes, I checked it in last night.
Could you please not just drag it? I don't want it to rip. I can carry it for you.
Dan, how can you be wearing 2 jackets in this heat?
Well, I'm a full-blood person, so I'm not allowed in my habits.
Oh, wait, they're good. They're getting your bag right now.
Okay, they're still in back there, and I have emergency services arriving, so if you could urge her.
There it is. You see it?
It's gonna be a couple of minutes before someone can come out and do your intake. Sound good?
Okay, a couple of minutes. They were talking about 3 or 4 hours. I mean, I understand it might take a total of 3 hours, but I can't wait 3 hours to begin a 3-hour process.
Sure, gotcha.
Okay.
No, it shouldn't take, but as soon as they're done doing their discharges and things that they have to do, they're gonna come out and be able to start your
It's
intake,
here to
okay?
privilege
Okay.
yourself after doing this to me. Do it without shame. You should take a lot of privileges for yourself off doing this to me. You shouldn't show people that you take
Just
it.
find your name. You see it?
I don't see my name anywhere.
Do I have one showing? Oh, this thing is so old.
Yep. It's 1322. Thank you.
We all have
Have a good day.
Wait, go close the door.
Oh, they locked you out.
So glad we're not.
You done too?
Yes, I'm waiting for my ride until at 1:45, when IEP told me to be at 1:45.
I understand. You don't forget to sign out in my booklet.
I want to sign out like 1:43 when they like call. I think that they hear me sign out when they call and say that they're here. Like
Alright.
at the same time when they call, right on time, which is the right time.
I got you. Let me see. You know it's the right time.
I want to get it right on time, right the minute I get up, and then I walk out the door, so I'm not under net. That's what it is.
Okay.